Hello, Bob's Barbecue here again. I wanted to give a little bit of explanation for the video that I'm posting. I did last night, and I don't want anybody to think that I am hating on Pit Boss or anything else, but I feel like it's important that everybody, like me, may not understand what's going on. 362 degrees with my fireboard, 136 on the controller. Now let me explain. When I first got this grill and I plugged it in and did the burn in, I set it for 300, and during the burn in I had installed the app and opened it up. It asked me if I wanted to update the firmware. The firmware that came on this is a D31, and I think the current version needs to be up like a D64 or somewhere up in the 60s. And I said no to the firmware upgrade because I was in the middle of the burn-in process. So once that had finished, I dropped it down to 225 degrees. And oh, by the way, it heated up literally from cold, well, I say cold, 90 something degrees up to 300 in probably less than 10 minutes. I mean, it was up there in no time, held perfectly throughout the entire 30-45 minutes. I turned it down to 225. It held there perfectly, no problems whatsoever. So I did a shutdown, and as you can see, it's still 136. I did a shutdown and let it cool down. I went to bring it back up, and when I opened up the app, it asked me if I wanted to do the upgrade the firmware. And I said yes. I was right here by the grill, both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connected. It took forever, it seemed like. Probably was 10-12 minutes, I don't know. Finally come up with a message saying that the firmware upgrade was unsuccessful. Do you want to retry or cancel? So I hit retry about 4 or 5 times, kept getting the same message. Finally, I decided to just hit cancel and shut it all down and forget about it. Called customer support, talked to them, came back out here yesterday with them on the phone. They had me walk through every single scenario you could think, deleting my account, deleting the grill, adding a new grill, trying a different Wi-Fi source, everything you can think of, and it has never acted right since then. So now sometimes on the Wi-Fi app, it will show the Bluetooth's connected, the Wi-Fi's connected, and whenever you go to try to control the grill, it will no longer ask you to upgrade the firmware. It's still showing to have the old firmware on it, and most of the time it will not read anything but just a couple of dashes. It doesn't really do anything. It's not reading any information from the grill. Every once in a while it may show the set point and show some value, but it's not the correct, it doesn't represent real-time value of what's going on with the real temperatures. So they also had me do what they call a soft reset. I'm not sure if it actually worked or not. I tried it, it didn't make no difference. So after some long conversations this morning, they're going to send me another controller. Maybe this thing got corrupted during the firmware update process. I'm not sure. But anyway, if anybody runs into this, And I'm going to be very, very hesitant if I get the new controller and it works fine. I'm probably not going to use the app until the lady did tell me, though, the firmware does need to be upgraded to work properly. But they have no way to send me one that's already upgraded. I wish they did. That would solve a lot of problems. But they said, you know, they don't have no way to check to see what firmware is on it when they send it out. So I may get it. It may have the same firmware that's on this one. May have the same problem. But at this point, I've bought food to cook. I can't use it. Now I can't use the grill. So I just wanted to make this a little bit of an introduction. I sound like last night I was a little bit down on it. I have had some issues with sparks flying out the bottom. They're also sending me a new burn pot. Hopefully that will correct that issue. And also, just I removed this piece here. You can't get in there and stir the pellets around with this in there. I do like the idea of the probe storage there. So if it does get to a point where I'm satisfied and I decide to keep this grill, I may cut that off and rebolt that part on and still have your storage compartment. But as of right now, I'm still kind of dead in the water. I've got to wait for them to send me a new controller. Hopefully it's not the RTD sensor, because that's kind of what it's acting like, but it all happened at once, so I'm hoping it's related to the controller. Enjoy the video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Make sure to follow along. I'm going to be doing more and more these videos on this PSE 1600 Elite 1600, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Catch you later. Alright, out here with the Pit Boss 1600 Elite PSE, and something's going wrong with the controller. It will not go over a 136. When it was below 136, it was going up and down, and you can see the temperature probe that I have in there right now. It's over 200. Oh, and now it's going up to 141. So let's wait a minute. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll see what it does. The problem that I've been having is ever since they tried to do the firmware upgrade, it has got wonky, and I've deleted the app, I've done everything, removed the grill, I've done all kind of things to it, and it just is not. But I still suspect there's still something wrong with this, because the fan's going full bore, and it's almost to 275 degrees and climbing, and it's only showing 141 as the actual temperature. I mean, the fan should have already started slowing down by now. It shouldn't be feeding no more pellets. So I still think there's something screwy going on with the controller. I worked with them on the phone a little bit today and didn't do anything. The other issue I got is it's spewing out embers. They're gonna send me another burn pot for that to try to fix that issue. You can see all the ash down there, and every once in a while you'll see a red hot ember fall down, and that's grass. Right over there on the other side of that shelf is dry Texas grass. So anyway, I'll update more as I find out more. It is slowly going up, but there's no way that it could be even remotely. Look at the temperature on the it's 336 degrees, and we're only showing 146. I've got my Wi-Fi disconnected in the house, hoping that that might have, you know, done something, but it doesn't seem to have made any difference, and the temperature is just still climbing. I've got it set for 225, and the probe is almost 350, and the actual temperature showing is 146. Now it went up to 151. I don't know. It's really acting strange. Customer service says it needs a firmware upgrade. However, it's not asking me for a firmware upgrade, and I can't make it. We've tried some things. They're going to try to escalate it. We'll see if we can get to... I just saw an ember fall down there. See if we can get this resolved. The main thing is right now I can't even use the grill, which really sucks. I thought that, okay, yeah, the app's not working, whatever, but now I can't even use the grill. It's not even working manually to the point to where I can even use it. So yeah, not the best start, but I'm not completely throwing my hands up yet, although if things don't start going better, I might get to that point. I've dealt with the Camp Chef, other Chinese made grills, and I've went through the same types of issues, and usually if you hang in there long enough, they'll get them sorted out. So anyway, stay tuned. Bob's Barbecue. In case anybody's wondering why my YouTube channel is called Bob's Barbecue, I had a restaurant in the past, and that was the name of it, and it was not here in America, it was overseas, and I just have always kept that email and that YouTube. That's my personal account. So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll update you when I have more.